In the Valley, districts have been notifying parents about, of course, student protests that are planned for tomorrow.
A lot of posts circulating on social media suggest there could be walkouts at more than 30 of our schools. Karina Rubio is here in the studio tonight with more on what parents should know about the rights their kids have if they do plan to go to one of these protests. Karina?
Well, a civil rights attorney here in Phoenix tells me the short answer is yes. You have the right to protest as a student, but that doesn't mean you're safe from any and all consequences.
Students from different Valley schools marching to the state capitol on Wednesday, and walkouts at Westview High School and Sequoia Charter on Thursday in protest of federal immigration enforcement.
Under the law, under the Constitution, you have a First Amendment right to do a political protest, even if you're a student.
Phoenix civil rights attorney Benjamin Taylor says that includes during school hours, but there are limitations.
They just can't disrupt other students.
That means protesting on public property, not inside a school building.
It is often the very first step that young people take to sort of practice their civic skills.
Audra Watson with the Institute for Citizens and Scholars works directly with youth wanting to get involved in their communities.
Oftentimes we make democracy sort of a theoretical concept. For young people, this is an opportunity for them to weigh in and have their voices heard.
Students who decide to walk out could end up with an unexcused absence, maybe a suspension if you already have a high number of unexcused absences.
They should worry about that, and they should understand what the consequences are.
Maricopa County School Superintendent Shelley Boggs released a statement saying it is neither reasonable nor appropriate for students to walk out of class during the school day to protest federal policies or agencies, including ICE. Instructional time is limited and valuable, and walkouts during school hours, regardless of the issue, disrupt learning, undermine classroom stability, and place schools in the middle of political disputes they are not intended to referee.
Do civil disobedience, protest peacefully.
He says doing it peacefully could help create a safer environment and lessen the risk of things taking a chaotic turn that could lead to more serious consequences.
You can also find Superintendent Boggs' entire statement on our website, azfamily.com. For now, in studio, Karina Rubio for Arizona's Family.